Okay. Did you spit in my teacup?
No, I think I just went over the top. Why not? We're out of lockdown. It's okay.
It's level 1. We can spit in each other's cups if we want. Let's just go for it. Let's just spit in each other's mouths if we want. Level 1 is great.
Let's sort of leave that for another time. What were you talking about?
I was talking about the balance between visible leadership and humility. So if we're thinking about how you have this massive impact that lives beyond you and how you create a movement or an idea that has its own legs and it's visible and people are in it and they own it and they feel it, it's kind of important to take yourself out of that as a leader or an instigator, right? But also I think visible leadership is really important. And some of the mentoring I do with leaders is around they're struggling to have the kind of influence or have the kind of impact that they want to because they're not good at being visible and being savvy and playing the game. So how do you dance between that line of humility and visibility?
I wonder whether the bridge is something like language or ideas. So I remember hearing Adam Grant, the psych professor at Wharton, and he talked about this idea of, you're having an outsized impact when your ideas become part of the culture. And so when people talk about your idea but they can't reference it back to you for whatever reason, then it's away and it doesn't.
Like you got a word in the dictionary.
You got a word in the Urban Dictionary or the dictionary, whatever, right?
I don't know if we should be directing listeners to
Urban Dictionary.
Actually,
it's an alternative that you might want to check out.
Side note, my friend Wayne used the word legitly in the weekend and I haven't been able to stop thinking about
it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, see? So, but that's an example. We don't know where legitly came from, right?
Did it come from Wayne? That's not a word.
But it might be a word. So, but the idea of Google, right? The idea of Google becomes now a verb.
Yeah.
Now, that's shaped our culture.
Yeah.
If the people who invented the word Google die, the word Google's not going to die. And I think that's the shift. So coming back to that question about how do you have influence? I wonder whether it's about not necessarily your ideas, but is it about connecting with someone and creating an idea together? You both go, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Right? And then that carries on because that's really cool. It's not something that's attributed to one person. I just wonder.
Have you read that Heath Brothers book, Making Ideas Stick or Ideas That Stick?
There's one called Switch. Is that it? Because they've got a few.
Everything he's written is good.
Yeah.
Well, everything they've written is great. And so they've got this idea about sticky ideas and what is it that makes an idea sticky? And they've just kind of got this checklist. It's like it's got to connect with you not just on a rational level.
Yep.
It's the ethos, pathos, logos.
Yep.
It's got to connect with you on an emotional level as well. And it's got to be something that people can see themselves or someone they love in. And it's got to be memorable. So snappy is good.
Yeah, like as a meme of some sort, right?
So Google is good because it's Google. Yep. If it was indexed search engine functionality, maybe we wouldn't be using that as a verb.
Yeah, totally. So it's short in some ways. It's like grabbable and transportable, which is what I mean.
Do we teach people how to do this with ideas?
I reckon we do. I think it's about what's your point. I talk a lot about the difference between laser light and fluoro light, right? And so when you're talking, if you're a fluoro light, you're dispersing energy, and it might cover up, but it's actually really having an impact. Whereas a laser,
I'm definitely a fluoro light. I'm one of those flicky ones in a really poor classroom where it's like, oh, that's quite on it.
I don't experience you like that.
Oh, that's nice.
I have moments of laser with you, right? To the point. So can you be to the point with your language?
But I don't think I disagree with you. I don't think we teach people this. If I think about the people that I work with who are trying really hard to, you teach them. And you can check out my new online course, www.digbyscott.com.
Laser.
I think that we teach people how to lead, and I think we teach them how to lead others, and I think to some extent we're trying to teach them how to think and how to be, but I'm not sure that we go, right, and here's how to take that and turn it into an idea that other people, turn it into a movement.
Yeah.
How do we teach vision? How do we teach sticky ideas? How do we teach influence through the lens of not your relationships, but your thinking?
Well, storytelling's a good start.
Yeah.
How do you tell a story, right?
But
also more simply, what words do you choose to use, right? I love that Gandhi quote, our beliefs become our thoughts become our words become our actions become our habits, and our habits become our values, and our values become our destiny. And
Ooh,
Yeah. So there's this.
that was a bit of a chain.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Say it again? Nah. So, but the bridge between what's in here and what we experience is language. So the link between thoughts and then what someone experiences or does is language.
But it's a lever too. So
It's a massive lever.
It's not just the way that other people understand things, it's the way that we think. So I was reading the other day that like blue and green, we think of blue and green as distinct factual things, like first principles, like they're just their colours. But actually, in lots of languages, they don't have a different word for blue or green. They're calexified. They've got one word for the two colours. Or they've got another colour entirely, and they might distinguish light turquoise, but blue and green are two other colours entirely. And in those cultures, the way that they create art and the way that they perceive the world is completely different, just because their words are different.
How are you using language and storytelling to influence, to go beyond the rational, to go beyond the head and really get people where it sticks?